All right, looks like we are off. Getting the stream synced up here. All right, very nice chain being sent by Bbforky, but immediately getting the clear by Lakitu. And a very nice 18-second kill from FFR Pro. Bbforky finishing shortly after. All right, looking like FFR Pro is just going to come up a little bit short. He might be able to top him off, but looks like Bumpty is going to end up getting just a little bit lucky there. Oh, and nearly finishing at the same time. It looks like FFR Pro is going to maintain his lead a little bit, but Forky is not that far behind with that 17-second win there.
Yeah, it's definitely close. Also, I kind of dropped out a little bit earlier, but I think I should be back up here.
I can still hear you, so I think we're good.
Okay, nice. Anyway, before I was cut off, I think you wanted to ask me who I think would be the winner of this match. Is that?
Oh, I was saying I don't want to say that because I don't want to jinx anything. I just want to see how this plays out. And actually, looking at Poochie there, that was a 16 and a 17 from both of our runners. Still managing to stay very close to each other, going into stage 4 just about the same time. Forky there with a lot of panels on his screen. He is trying to give himself as many options as possible. Ooh, FFR Pro with just needing that one more line, getting the clear done, and Forky's actually going to move on to stage 5 first in 20 seconds.
Yeah, it was not bad at all. Having so many panels actually helped him there.
Yeah, and unfortunately, FFR Pro getting the second tier just going to slow him down even more and end up with a 42.
Yeah, not only the second tier, Wiggler there also got a free chain out of the garbage clear. That was very unfortunate for Thomas.
I mean, there's a good clear for Forky there. He looked like he had just enough time, but unfortunately he had it set up just right. And at 26, he's going to be moving on to Blarg. Thomas with a good-looking chain. It seems that Thomas is actually having a little bit of trouble topping off his opponent within his first chain. Not that it's slowing him down. He's actually able to recover very quickly and send a second chain as a follow-up really fast. And Forky there with yet another sub-20 kill, 16 seconds on Blarg.
Forky just cruising through. Ooh, Thomas with a very good stack there. Let's see what happens. He looks like he's got enough, and I don't think he can get the clear, so that's going to be a 21. Yeah, I think that was the definition of a force kill.
Yeah.
Lungfish getting the clear there on Forky's side.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate. It looked like he had just enough time, too. Oh, he's going to go up for the second tier, and he's going to get it. Oh, no.
It should be out of stop time, though. Yeah, right away. Right away as the garbage drop.
He's just going to take a little bit of a time loss there and get a 32. FFR Pro looking pretty good. He's going to have to lower these pillars and deal with a little bit of shake time, but oh, it was just enough.
So a good 21 to make up a little bit of ground as they're both going into Raphael. Forky with about a 15-second lead. Unfortunately, Forky not sending enough, and he's basically out of panels here. And FFR with a lot of combo garbage, but unfortunately, once Raphael got that clear, now he's got a whole lot of ammunition to work with and a lot of free chains here. Oh, very lucky though. As Raphael was sitting there considering all of his options, he ended up running out of time. So our two runners here are going into hook build just about the same time. The lead is close to about, I'd say, 10 seconds.
Yeah, it has been really close all match.
Right, it looks like Hookbill is actually not doing a whole lot on either side. He got a couple of lucky chains there on FFR Pro side, and waiting on FFR to drop his chain. It looks like he's going to get a pretty quick kill. And oh no, unfortunately they both got cleared on. It looks like Forky's going to be the first one to move on, maintaining that slight lead. And unfortunately, if FFR can't deal with Hookbill here, he's getting a lot of shake time. But unfortunately, the shake time wasn't enough, and he ran out of stop time just at the right moment.
Yeah, so Forky gaining a little bit of time on FFR, but I mean, this is the cave. Let's be real here.
Yeah, in the cave, anything can happen, and anything pretty much will happen, as we've seen historically. And wow, Piranha there with actually a lot of stack lowering. He tried to move all of his panels to one side and just took his sweet time doing it. FFR getting a very similar result as Piranha on both players, is just taking his time to clear or to lower their stack. A lot of combos on Forky's side. Are we gonna see a quick hammock kill? Ooh, doesn't look like it. I thought he sent a lot more combo garbage, but it could just be waiting to drop right now.
I think it's just
there
waiting.
it is.
There it is, yeah.
All right, and a 29 on Kamek.
But look at FFR Pro with a 13-second Kamek.
See, there's the quick Kamek. I knew we were going to get a quick Kamek, and now they're going into Bowser at pretty much the same time. We could not have asked for a closer match here, and we are looking at both players having sub-9 pace right now.
And this is only the first game.
Good-looking chains on both. This is anyone's game right now. Bowser just needs to cooperate. Forky looking good. He's got Bowser topped off, but he's got the clear. FFR Pro doesn't have him topped off, but unfortunately Bowser's able to get clear there. And there it is for Bbforky.
Yeah, Forky taking the first match there.
First match with an 8:43, which is that is an amazing time.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Unfortunately, FFR Pro continuing to get trolled by Bowser here, who is just relentless on his upper tiers. There it is for FFR Pro with a 9:07. Still an incredible time for a tournament.
I would take those any day.
Yeah. Wow, already match, that was just the first round, and already it has been too close to call all the way through. All right, right, well, we are going to reset here, and hopefully we're going to see a lot more of these matches coming from these two.
Oh yeah, that would be amazing. More close matches, maybe even get a game 5. Who knows?
I'm all about the game 5.
I know, same.
All right, it looks like our runners here are readying up. It should be starting momentarily.
There we go.
All right, and we're off.
Match number 2.
We see FFR starting off with a very nice looking chain with a lot of combos. He's doing very good at the lag chain, I've noticed. And that kill is good, a 14-second Lakitu. He knew exactly what he was doing and his timing was perfect.
Bbforky following with the 21 is not bad as well.
No, and he again, these guys, their timing on their drops is just perfect. And FFR starting with a 10 followed by an 8 combo, that is. Going for the big money here on the combo garbage, and there it is, a 15. It paid off. Following a 10 combo with an 8 combo is a guaranteed 4 lines of garbage. So whatever chain he had with that is just additional to that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just the level of these two really shows that when you're playing against, in the finals or close to the finals of this tournament, you have to do this good because both players are still doing incredible, and they're still neck and neck. They're right there on stage 4, right with each other. Couple of good-looking chains here. Forky with the 6 chain. It's looking pretty good. And 2 sub-20 stage 4s, 17 for FFR and a 14 for Bbforky as they go into stage 5, still roughly the same time, neck and neck.
Once again, the lag change from FFR Pro. Damn.
Yeah, the lag chain is it's not a strat I see too often, mostly because it's just kind of difficult to pull off. Kind of splitting your attention between 2 different areas, but he seems to pull it off on the fly without even really much setup. That's just a testament to his cursor speed, I would say.
Oh yeah, definitely. And not only is cursor speed, it's also so clean.
Yeah, definitely it just having clean cursor movement is very important in this. Bbforky with a very good looking chain here, but man, combo garbage once again is another sub-20 match from FFR. Blarg getting the lucky clear there. He might be out of stop time. He's good. Oh, but he wasn't topped off.
And he gets the free chain there. Oh, this looks bad for Forky.
He's just gonna get trolled, and usually when we're at this point in the race, the troll never stops. Luckily, Blarg wasn't looking for anything additional. He's gonna finish it with a 40. And now it looks like he's gonna have some catching up to do. So here goes FFR, finishing stage 7 while Forky heads into it. So he's going to be just about a full stage ahead now. Forky's struggling to send enough garbage there. See if he can get the follow-up here. He might have sent enough. Oh, but he raised his stack just at the right time.
FFR Pro sending a lot to Rayfall, but Rayfall getting clear. I only don't see any. Oh, I didn't see that 2-chain on the second tier.
And the free chain is gonna just prolong it even more. It's just one of those things. You get garbage chains on the opponent's side. That is nothing but pure RNG at that point. Oh, and Forky getting trolled just one match after another here. Managing to get Raphael under control in 24 seconds as he heads into the cave. FFR Pro still with a pretty commanding one-stage lead here. He's gonna finish Hookbill in 15 seconds, though.
How's he doing that? Seriously.
We're on a pretty substantial pace. This is actually probably sub-8 pace if he can keep these matches up.
Yeah, looks like it.
Forky with a pretty big chain, and it's not quite enough to top him off.
FFR with another 15 seconds. Sorry for interrupting you there.
Oh, no problem. That's actually much better than what I was going to say. Alright, so FFR Pro still maintaining that one-stage lead and still getting sub-20 matches in the cave. I think we're probably going to see a sub-8 here, unless I commentator cursed it, but still. Kamek has a very high stack here, so the odds of him killing himself right here are pretty high, except he's got these chains now, which is annoying. Lowering, he's got plenty of shake time, and he's going to come from downtown and end up getting the clear. As Forky also is heading into Kamek, closing that gap. Can he pull out in front? Thomas heading into Bowser here, and with a 7-minute, he still has the potential for a sub-8.
I think really technically there is a potential to PB even.
It's very possible. Right, a very good chain, lots of combos coming down here. We're gonna see Bowser chill out just a little bit. He's still waiting on sending the rest of his combo garbage. I think he's going just a little too fast. What's gonna happen here? He's not topped off yet.
But that is sub-8. Oh my.
Oh my gosh. Forky's still with an amazing time. He's in Bowser at 8 minutes flat.
Good looking chain here. Bowser getting a time 7 though. That's going to give him plenty of stop time to work with, and unfortunately the chains are going to give him some shake time, and he's going to continue to chain here. Oh, and just getting that clear.
Once again, gotta get the shake time.
Just a little bit. He's going up, and we have an 8:35 on Forky's side. So, I don't know about you, but if I was in this race and I had just finished with an 8:35 and I lost to a sub-8, I'd be shaking right now.
I don't know if I would be shaken, honestly, because losing to a sub-8 is nothing to be ashamed of in the first place.
No.
But I catch your drift. But then again, if somebody pulls a sub 8 against me, I'm like, okay, they fair in square one. Just
right. No, believe me, those are two very good times. But getting an 835 and still losing it's a little rough.
Yeah, that's a little rough, definitely.
So
But still, you cannot blame yourself for losing that match, though.
Oh no, they both played incredibly, and it really just came down to a couple of clears around, I think, Lungefish for Bbforky, and that was it. That was pretty much the only real bad stage he had. And FFR Pro with an extremely clean run all the way through.
Yeah, I think his only major time loss was Kamek there.
Yeah, and most of his matches were sub 20.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, 7 seconds from PB, that's just insane.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure his heart was pounding just a little bit there when he saw how close he was to PB.
Yeah, I can only imagine. I think at that point you don't even think about the race anymore.
At this point, like, even if he lost, which would be unlikely with a time like that, but even if he lost, if he PB'd, it'd be like, ah, well, that's okay. All right, game 3, 1-1 tie. Let's see what these guys can do again. Ooh, unfortunately, FFR Pro got a very unfortunate clear there, which ended up cutting his chain just a little early. And Forky's going to be the one to pull off to an early lead here. FFR Pro having some trouble topping off Lakitu. And he's going to take a 31 there. Alright, seeing Forky unfortunately dropping that chain. But let's see if we can get a follow-up here. FFR also not quite sending enough, so he's going to have to send a quick follow-up as well. Still getting a 21 on Forky's side, though. Oh, and Bumpty just getting very lucky with some of these stacks. He's going to get this chain, too. Bumpty, what are you doing? And he's going to get a clear.
And the free chain on top of that as well.
Oh, no.
Wow.
As Forky continues to push this lead, Bumpty is just going in on FFR Pro right now. And another free chain. Wow.
Bumpty apparently is a fan of Forky right here because, man,
FFR Pro has got to be kicking himself right now. That is really unfortunate.
Forky just pulling off insane times.
A 13 on Wiggler is
yeah, I think he
to
has.
Sneeze at here.
I think he had like a 15 or 16 on Pooch and then 13 on Wiggler. That's just amazing. And once again, FFR Pro with an unfortunate clear for Pooch.
Yeah, just because once you have that much garbage on their screen, if they get a clear, you gotta wait for all of it, and it takes forever. Forky looking like he's not sending quite enough, probably to mitigate a little bit of the screen shake, but unfortunately, it set Froggy up for a pretty good clear. And he's not quite topped off yet. So this could be it here. Yes, okay. So he ran a stop time there. And FFR Pro with a 12-second Wiggler here to match.
I think catching a second there.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
no.
think
Forky.
FFR might be a little angry about that.
And
Oh
12
my
seconds
God.
of Frog as well.
Oh my
FFR coming back, and now Forky with the unfortunate clear on Blarg's side.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's going to get a free chain here, so he could have him killed. Yep, there it is. So he had him killed. Just had to wait for that clear to finish. But FFR is closing ground here. He's heading into Blarg. Setting up some very good combos here. Oh, and luckily, Blarg did not go for that 4 combo to clear. He actually wanted to go and move across the screen to go for a different clear. So saving some heartache there, and ended up actually killing himself because of it.
And seeing how much Forky is struggling with this lungfish, this might actually be the break that FFR Pro needs to get completely back into the game.
Oh yeah, if he gets a really quick kill here, it will be a very good comeback. Unfortunately, Lunchfish is actually getting clears and chains. Oh, he almost had a free chain there, but he cleared it away. So very good luck there for FFR Pro. So we're back down to a less than a stage lead here, as they're both coming into Raphael at about a 5:20-ish. Forky coming in at almost 5 minutes flat, so we're still on very good pace.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
And there's Forky with a 5-minute and 39-second Raphael win, so he's probably on pace for a low sub 9, maybe. Maybe even a sub 8 if he can get a really good cave. And FFR not far behind.
Forky with the 14 seconds on the hook bill. Wow.
We're going to see, I think, a pretty quick cave here.
If he can maintain this, then definitely.
Ooh, unfortunately, I think FFR might have misread that just a little bit because he didn't send quite enough, but he's got a very high stack and he doesn't have a clear in sight. And he's going to chain. Oh, he's going to chain a lot. Oh, he's going to chain a lot. Oh, no. He might run out of stop time here, though. Oh, there he is. And on Forky's side, Naval Piranha just unfortunately going down to the bottom and still getting the clear. His cursor's up top, though, so this actually might be good. There it is, 34 seconds.
It seems like Forky has like half of a stage of a lead right here.
Mm-hmm. FFR still getting very good combos here with this chains. Oh, Kamek has a very high stack. It looks like he's going to start chaining, though. All right, he's going to stop at a ×5. And he raised again. Oh, but he had it clear on the top. Unfortunately. And another clear at the top.
And another one.
Gosh.
This RNG, wow. And he's getting a free chain there.
Yeah, the free chain. And he's going to chain off of it. Kamek, come on. And he can probably go upper tier if he has time, but he didn't have time to do it. So 42 there. This is FFR Pro's chance to catch up if he can get a quick Kamek kill.
He does? What was Kamek doing?
Kamek was trying to decide on what he wanted to do with that, and just, I don't know.
He put his cursor down and was like, 2 seconds, and then it was over.
So interesting, Forky here actually waited a second before he started doing anything, probably to give Bowser time to start doing a little something and raise his stack up before he started dropping stuff on him. And this strategy actually looks like it might pay off. It looks like Bowser's got a lot of stack lowering to do. Oh, but it didn't matter because he had the chain set up right there. I think we're going to see a Bowser troll on both sides here. Fortunately, FFR Pro does not have enough garbage to keep Bowser topped off here. Oh, but I just spoke too soon with the frame-perfect kill.
So basically, Forky has been in the lead for like the whole race, and then Bowser happened.
An unfortunate Bowser and an unfortunate Kamek even just kind of negated that whole thing, that whole lead he had built up. So FFR coming in from behind with a very good cave, very good Bowser just stealing the race right from under Forky. And yeah, FFR Pro overcame a very, very rough start with that bumpty stage.
It's amazing to see that he could come back from that one.
And it even actually took him all the way until Bowser to get that comeback. Forky kept that lead the entire race, all the way up until Bowser. And FFR Pro just consistent with his times.
Yeah, the only thing I can imagine right now, I mean, I can honestly, I can't tell what's going through their minds, but I think FFR was like, how did I win this?
I mean, at this point, if you're not watching the other person's screen on the restream, and you start to get to that point where you see your opponent has been getting, you know, sub-9s pretty consistently, and all of a sudden you look over at your timer and you're getting dangerously close to that 8:49-minute range, you've got to be thinking, any second now, my opponent is going to done and finish this race. So those last minutes are just very stressful for you. All right, and we are off once again. 2-1 in favor of FFR Pro here, and what a chain to come out and start with. It doesn't look like Bbforky is going to get lucky though here on Lakitu, and FFR Pro is going to pull out to an early lead with a 17.
Bbforky not too far behind with a 24 though. So let's see what Bumpty has for FFR Pro this time.
Let's see if FFR Pro can get his revenge on Bumpty here. All right, decent looking chain. He's got a high stack and he doesn't have a whole lot up there. And wow. That's, I'd say that's revenge. How about you?
Yeah, definitely. I can only imagine like a victory screech after that one.
And not too far behind, Forky with a 15. All right, Poochie, let's see how this is going to end up. He doesn't have a whole lot up top, but he does have some combos, and he's going to waste a little bit of time clearing those. He's still topped off, but he's got the clear, so he's going to be wasting even more time.
Did you see that 10 combo on Forky screen?
I did.
That was good, and it actually, I think that did it to beat Poochie there in 16 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, now they're basically neck and neck going into stage 4.
Forky with a very slight, maybe 2-second lead here. And a lag chain going on FFR Pro's side. Forky with a very large block. Oh, but it didn't matter. Coming in with a 14.
Yeah, Forky read that really well, seeing the separated pillars and like, I'm gonna drop it here.
Yeah, when you see the column 1 and column 6 pillars, it's usually a good indication that you want to drop right about then. Ooh, Forky making me a little nervous. He had his garbage stacked up as he was setting up that A combo. FFR Pro not quite topping him off as Froggy is going to continue to chain, but he had a force kill there, so we are still basically stage for stage going into stage 5 here. Stage 6, I mean.
Man, and just more very clean chaining, very clean combos.
Oh, and then that 18 seconds from FFR.
Followed
Taking the
very
lead back.
close by a 23 from Forky. We're seeing lead changes, but they're extremely slight, maybe like 3 to 4 seconds in between. FFR Pro looking like he's going to need to send a follow-up here. Forky with a very good amount of garbage, it looks like. Punchfish is going to just have just enough out of range to pull off the 16.
Ooh, Lunchfish. Oh, yeah?
Oh, go ahead.
Alright, Lunchfish actually wanted to go for the second tier there, but was not quite in time to get that.
That's very, very fortunate on his side.
Oh,
no!
Bbforky taking a death?
Forky taking a death. Wow. That is actually very unexpected.
Could that be the nerves?
I think he might have just not been paying attention to how high his stack was, because Raphael actually ended up sending something very quickly, and it probably wasn't expected.
Meanwhile,
nothing. If there's one thing I know about Bbforky, he's actually very, very cool under pressure.
Yeah, he got the 21 second. So it's a good comeback though.
Yeah, it's not a substantial deficit here. He can definitely make this up, especially in the cave. Hookbill getting a very lucky clear there, but he ran out of stop time, so now we're going to see just about almost a full stage ahead for FFR Pro.
And on Forky's side, an unfortunate horizontal clear there for Hookbill.
Yeah, we're coming down to it, and it's still anyone's game at this point.
FFR Pro with some very clean combos going into this. But, oh, he doesn't have him topped off, and he's going to take a clear!
This is Forky's chance to come back.
Forky's got plenty of garbage set. He did raise his stack. He's not sending many chains. He's getting combos, so he's getting a little bit of stop time here, but he does have the pillars, so he's gonna... Looks like he's gonna get just enough shake time.
Yeah, that shake time did it.
Murdered by shake time against Naval Piranha here. He's gonna go up. Oh! He almost got that second tier clear there. That would have trolled him for even longer.
Yeah, looking by the way the cursor went, he wanted to get the clear on the blues, even though the purples were lined up better, but
Right.
still.
And oh wow, FFR with actually a very good Kamek kill in 21 seconds. Let's see if Forky can actually match this so we can see another Bowser versus Bowser fight. Looks like he's gonna have a lot of shake here. And the shake is actually gonna do him in here. He's gonna get that clear. And he's got another clear very easily accessible right there. Oh, but the frame perfect
Frame
kill!
perfect! Wow!
Wow, that was so lucky. And looks like this is his chance. It's now or never. If Bowser is going to troll FFR Pro, Forky needs to come in and steal it, but oh, he looks like he's out of stop time though. But he got the clear!
Yeah, it's because of the shake. I don't know how much stop time Bowser has, but he's gotta get this free chain here.
Yeah, he's got the free chain. He's gonna continue to chain. He's gonna go up to the upper tier.
And another free chain!
Oh no!
And another one!
Oh no! Bowser's getting a 7 chain on Forky's side, but he's got the pillars. He's gonna end up getting a lot of shake time. This is so close! What's gonna happen? Oh, and Forky takes it! Oh my gosh!
Once again, Bowser decides who is taking the game.
Oh my gosh, and oh man, a 905 followed very shortly by a 918. That was the closest match I think I've seen this tournament.
I think I've seen one closer match. I think it was like between 5-6 seconds.
Oh man.
But damn, this is so close.
Man. So Forky coming in, pushing us to game 5. This next one is for everything.
I've already seen so many game 5s, and I'm still I keep wondering how my heart is still like I can't even talk.
Yeah.
How my heart can handle this. That's what I wanted to say.
Oh man, I don't know. That was a very good match. And it literally came down to shake time at the end. And FFR, unfortunately, a very clean run all the way through, just ended by a Bowser that just did not want to play nice.
Well, that's Bowser for you in a nutshell. But yeah, game 5. So who is gonna take this?
Honestly, I can't even make an accurate prediction here. Both of them have been playing incredibly well. 9 seconds or 9-minute times, very close. We saw a sub 8 today from FFR Pro. This could go either way. I don't know.
What if they basically end up around the same time and we get a game 6?
That one didn't count. Go again. I really don't want to see a match have to be decided by who types .done the fastest, but that would be really hype if it got down to that point.
Seeing how these players are playing, it is definitely a possibility.
All right, and we are off. Game 5. Time for everything to be settled right here. Forky dropping a little bit early here and not quite topping Lakitu off, and Lakitu's going to get this straight combo garbage clear.
Same for FFR, but his Lakitu didn't find the clear though.
Oh, and they're finishing 3 seconds apart here.
Once again, FFR dropping his first chain really early, but gets a nice follow-up there with an 8 combo in there as well.
He does it enough that I think it actually might be intentional. He might be trying to drop very quick chains he sees at the beginning, and then following up with a very nice heavy combo heavy chain. Because he's getting these follow-ups out really quickly.
Yeah, the follow-ups were amazing. But it took him a little while to top off Bumpty, though.
Yeah, we're still pretty close though, so honestly, these lead changes that we've been seeing are so minuscule, they're almost not even worth mentioning, just because when they're less than 10 seconds apart the whole time. And as I say that, they're basically 1 second apart, as Forky's got a very slight, like, 1 second lead here. FFR not liking the look of that setup, so he chose not to send any garbage. Pretty good fourth chain here, but with no combos. But Wiggler's not going to have enough time to come across there. And still, nearly at the same time, almost frame for frame here.
I think it is frame for frame. Oh, I think there's like 2 frames.
Very slight. Forky's, I think, got a 2-frame lead here.
Forky with the 14 seconds on Froggy, putting in some really nice combos in that chain.
Oh yeah, this is definitely going to be a substantial lead for Forky here. Oh yeah, and see Frog getting this this follow up here, and with an upper tier clear as well. So this that's going to put FFR behind by quite a bit. This is one of the few matches I'll watch where I'll see just a deficit of maybe 30 seconds, but that could be the decider because of how good these times are. 30 seconds could be the difference between winning and not. Forky with a pretty quick blarg moving on to Lungefish. FFR Pro with not quite enough to top off, and Blarg is going to get this clear. And he's still not quite topped off. Unfortunately, that's going to waste even more time as Bbforky seems to be pulling ahead even more, but he seems to be having a little bit of trouble topping Lungefish off, so this could be a chance for FFR to catch up.
Yeah, especially if Lungefish keeps trolling like this, getting clear after clear after clear.
And unfortunately, Bbforky just not sending enough garbage to keep him topped off, and Lungefish getting some very lucky chains here. It looks like this might be it, but he doesn't have enough garbage! And he's going to get a free chain and a combo off that one. And here's FFR taking the lead back.
Lungefish still not topped off on Bbforky screen. And taking a death! Oh no!
Oh no! Oh, this could be really bad. He's going to have to hope for some really good luck for FFR, or really bad luck for FFR Pro, I should say. Oh, and nearly hitting the 6-minute mark, still being on Lungefish is very uncharacteristic for the pace that these guys have been running at. Bbforky sending just a massive block here, but unfortunately, Lungefish still getting the clear, and FFR is going to head into the cave first.
And the shakedown prevents Lungefish from dying there.
Oh, you can tell Bbforky's getting frustrated now.
I can imagine.
FFR Pro sending a lot of garbage. He's got him topped off, but he wants to make sure he's going to continue to be topped off. He's going to get this second tier here. Oh, if Bbforky doesn't have him topped off! FFR Pro also getting trolled here, but Bbforky, I think Bbforky's getting trolled worse. Raphael's just been sitting on this upper tier. Wow, so we have... Oh, go ahead.
Basically, FFR Pro with just a stage lead, and it does not look good for Bbforky, but once again, it's still not over.
No, anything can happen. We did see how this happened last match with Bowser really giving it to FFR, but unfortunately, taking a death is just a really hard deficit to overcome here. Hookbill here with some pretty good chains. And a very easy clear. As FFR Pro is going to extend his lead even more. Oh, not by much though. A very nice 8 combo there on FFR Pro side. It was entirely horizontal. Ooh, and there's Bbforky moving into Kamek as Kamek starts to troll FFR Pro. He's got upper tier and he's got lower tier easy clears. Which one's he going to go for? He's going to go for the oh, he's going to go for both. All right. And a free chain. He's going to start chaining like crazy now.
Is this the comeback from Forky?
Oh, wow. An H chain from Kamek here. He's going to stack lower and he's not topped off. Kamek almost clearing himself out of panels, getting a very lucky clear at the end. Wow! And we've seen a lead change from Bbforky. We're going into Bowser first. Overcoming a death at Lunchfish.
And FFR Pro keeps getting trolled by this Kamek.
No!
Oh, wow.
The terrible RNG on FFR's side. Wow, it truly is not over till it is over. FFR Pro getting still trolled by Kamek here.
The hocus pocus is real on this one.
Forky not sending enough garbage to keep Bowser topped off here. Oh, and still not enough.
Kamek finally died on FFR screen.
Forky's got enough garbage to keep him topped off, but Bowser might go for upper tier. And that's it! Oh my gosh.
Wow, what just happened? What just happened?
Comeback king! I don't think we could have predicted that at all.
Not in the slightest bit.
Wow. That has left me speechless.
You and me both.
Oh my, I don't know what to say. That
And
wow,
then
and a
oh,
24-second Bowser.
Just to troll even more an easy Bowser.
Oh my gosh. Wow. What a roller coaster. Jeez. All right. And that is going to seal the deal. Bbforky is going to move on and face Cards of the Heart, our #1 seed. And he is going to do that in winners finals as FFR Pro moves down to losers bracket. But let's remember what happened last time. In that, I believe we had FFR Pro go to losers bracket, if I remember correctly. I can't actually remember which one did. But we did see a bracket reset in the 2016 Tetris Tech Tournament where FFR ended up coming back to win the whole thing. So anything is possible in this tournament.
This has been a crazy, crazy tournament.
Oh man, I cannot wait to get these guys in here to ask them about this series and what they thought.
Yeah, exactly. I really want to know what their thoughts are right now.
And here we have FFR Pro. And here's Bbforky. What's going on, guys? How did you feel about that series, first of all?
Oh, who's this directed to first?
Let's start with you, the winner.
Oh my god, dude. I don't know what to feel after that last race there. I'll try to do a short recap of each race. Races, it was 1 and 2. I played really, really well. And I was extremely happy, and then after that, I kind of fell apart. And I don't know, so many emotions right now. I had like a whole bunch of things planned. Race 3 that I lost is when I started feeling the nerves a lot more and started choking. That Bowser, I shouldn't have done that bad at the start, and that's what costed me on race 3. Race 4, I had a death in Race 4 and Race 5. I can't believe it. Race 4, I wasn't too mad about that death because I was like, well, I was going for something stupid anyway. It was my fault. And luckily, I was able to come back. And then, dude, after I died on Lunchfish on Race 5, I thought I was out of it. I finished the cave like it was close to 8 minutes or something like that. And I was like, you know what? There's a chance because it is Tetris Attack still. I tried to focus. As you guys saw, I stopped my timer early because I have a foot pedal that I use for my splits, and my foot just got like a little bit too antsy there, and I hit it. And I'm like, oh, please don't throw off Thomas's game. So I tried to type in the race chat really quickly too, and I said, keep going, Thomas, this is inaccurate. And then I ended up winning, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me, dude. This was crazy.
Oh my gosh. Hey, FFR Pro, how about you?
I mean, I kind of expected us to go 5 games, right?
I was hoping for it the whole time.
Let's see. Race. I played pretty shaky at the start. At the start, I didn't really play too well. Games 2, 3, and 4, I felt like I played pretty good. Especially that second game felt really nice. The last game, I don't know how Kamek reacted right away to garbage, but that just never happened. So, like, he really cost me that race, ultimately. But game 5, I just kept getting trolled. Mm-hmm. I kept getting chains off of garbage, and everything was just right there for him. Mm-hmm. Really was just not a very good luck run, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can tell you, me and Wiki were watching Game 5 in utter disbelief. You guys were basically almost frame for frame for the first start of Game 5. Once Forky got to Lungefish and started getting trolled and then took a death, that's when we were like, wow, that might have just cost him the entire match. Of course, it's Tetris Attack. You got to keep in your head that, hey, anything's possible, but we were not expecting what we saw in the cave.
I'm as shocked as you guys are. I didn't have his screen up. I kept chat minimized and everything. I tried to go full focus mode just because, like, my personal thing is I finished second place in both the past Puzzle League and Tetris Attack, and even though my practice has still been down, I really need to start practicing more. This is one I'm like going full try hard, and I'm giving it my all because I'm sick of second place.
So I did want to ask, since you weren't actually looking at FFR Pro's screen, Game 2, I was watching some incredible pace. How do you feel about hitting a sub 9 like you did? I believe it was around at 8:30, and just seeing him not done with a sub 8?
It was like, I don't know how I felt there. It was just kind of a neutral feeling. I won the first round, and obviously had so many to give. I saw him done, and at the beginning, I'm like, well, this is just Thomas turning it on, man. I had a good run. There's nothing to be ashamed there, though. I think that's probably the fastest fastest time to lose a match so far in the tournament. I just kind of shrugged it off, and I'm like, well, he has the potential to pull that out again, but I have many games to work with, and I've seen the trolls happen throughout the tournament. So I kind of just forgot about it. It was tied 1-1 and tried to focus on my game. But maybe it got in my head a little bit, knowing, because I think when I saw he could pull out time as fast as that, I was doing a little bit too much than what I can handle. I dropped a lot of my chains, and maybe was a little bit too combo oriented, because I think I had a really good balance in the first 2 races, and that kind of just fell off later on.
Mm-hmm. And in Game 3, I wanted to ask you, FFR Pro, you had a very early rough start, similar to how that Game 5 went for Forky, but you had a really rough start against Bumpty there. How are you feeling then to have a start like that?
Yeah, Bumpty kept getting stuff on me. That was cool. So I figured, after Bumpty, I'm probably down easily a stage, if not more. But I figured, well, I mean, I got 10 stages left. I can rally off a couple good stages. And then stages 4, 5, 6, I ran off 12, 12, 17. So I'm like, okay, I think I'm back in the match now. We're about even. So it definitely helped me shrug off that slow start, knowing that, I regrouped, got back to the game plan, and just kind of kept trucking along.
Definitely. And Wiki, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if you guys knew this, but every single one of your matches ended with both of you at Bowser.
That's definitely right. Basically, every match, Bowser has been the decider.
Yeah, it was close. Literally the whole series. I cannot state that enough. How it was commentating, watching you guys go head to head with these incredible times, and still every time ending with Bowser versus Bowser.
That's pretty nuts, considering the varied times, especially with the 10-minute times at the end there. But I mean, I guess that's how it goes, not only just with Tetris Attack Nature, but Game 5s are tense for everybody, and especially since this game means a lot too. Winning it, you save 2 matches potentially going through losers, or just staying in winners the whole time. But I don't know. I'm relieved, but at the same time, Cards is next, and I need to figure out this consistency, do a lot more practice, because the first 2 games will compete, but as you saw with the FFR, Cards can do the same thing, and 830 will not secure it even. So I got to practice, and I have a feeling, I don't know if Cards has even gotten above a 10-minute. I think he's the only person in the tournament to get sub 10 every single run. He hasn't dropped the race, hasn't gotten over 10 minutes. I got to be on my A game.
Definitely. Wiki, do you have any thoughts for these guys?
Not specifically. I just want to say GG's to the both of you, and thanks for putting up an amazing match. And other than that, I want to wish you good luck in your future matches.
Thanks Wiki and Dev for the commentary. Good luck on your match next, by the way, Wiki. That should be a really good one.
Thank you very much. I'll see what I can do there.